want to assure the public that their safety and security is uppermost in my mind. That's what I'm going to focus on, and I hope that in the time that I am minister, I will be able to take the country forward.
Prof. Jones from ENCA. Maybe just two questions from our side. As the new acting minister, do you support the work of the task team, and will it be empowered to continue its work? That's just
You're talking about the political...
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'll deal with that question after I've had an opportunity to meet with the commissioner, the national commissioner. I believe that meeting is scheduled for Thursday. I don't think it would be appropriate for me to comment on that matter without having had the benefit of a discussion with him.
Sorry, just lastly for me, is this the perfect opportunity to use the unreleased anti-corruption report to address police intelligence failures?
You mean the report of the National Anti-Corruption Council? Well, I do think that my appointment as a minister of this portfolio, while I am still the chairperson of the National Anti-Corruption Council, the term of which expires at the end of this month, when the council will finalize its closeout report to the president. I'm now in a better position than I was as chairperson of the council to take the recommendations of the council forward, and I will certainly be doing so. I will be asking the National Commissioner when I meet him to arrange for a meeting between the council and the National Anti-Corruption, between the National Anti-Corruption Council and his management team to discuss our recommendations. And it is certainly my intention to work very closely with the Minister of Justice, because the recommendations that that the council has made impact her portfolio as well as my portfolio. So I think we together will be in a much better position going forward to take those recommendations forward. The recommendations that the council has made are ones that I'm committed to. The council went through a very protracted, rigorous process of investigation and deliberation in coming to its conclusions. And so I can say that I am fully committed to implementing the recommendations that will be contained in our closeout report. And of course, when you go into a collective process, when you are part of the cabinet decision-making system, the conversation is going to be had in the cabinet context, in a wider process of decision-making. So I can't be sure what the outcomes will be at this point, but I can say for certain that I'm going to be articulating my views, which are the council's views, on all these matters, on whistleblowing, on what is required to fight corruption in our society, in our system of government, in the police service. I'm going to be articulating those issues in the cabinet.
Minister, just on a matter of clarification, in the way that you understand it, is this role going to be a temporary role? Will you be setting up a full office, advisors? Have you given thought to what your office will look like and what you'd need in terms of support?
So I've been applying my mind to that question. There is a commission of inquiry, a judicial commission of inquiry, which has been given apparently 2 phases to do its work, 3 months and 6 months. And its findings and its recommendations are going to be consequential. And will have an impact on the way the president thinks about the cabinet. Today I was appointed minister, not acting minister. It has no, the idea of an acting appointment is not provided for in the Constitution. So the way I understand it is this. The President has a very wide discretion, appropriately, to constitute the cabinet. The President appoints in his discretion or her discretion, and decides how long every minister serves. So I, like every other minister, serve at the President's discretion. I think that is right. And so while I am in this portfolio, I will carry out the responsibilities of the Minister of Police to the best of my abilities, as I indicated in the affirmation that I was required to take, fully, as best I can. You know, for as long as I hold office.
Natasha?
It's Natasha Puri here from SABC News. You've just indicated that you will be meeting the National Police Commissioner, Fani Masemola, on Thursday. When will you go down to KZN to possibly meet Lieutenant General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, as you've indicated in the past? You once served as a Gauteng MEC of safety. What will you bring to the table, to this ministry?
Okay, so there are a few questions there. I think the question when I go to KwaZulu-Natal is an issue I have to discuss with the National Commissioner, because I would also, as far as possible, we should be going together. So the timing will depend on my conversation with him. As the National Minister, I have to visit all the provinces. In what sequence and with what priorities in mind, that still has to be determined. So I will answer that question, in the coming days. What was your second question?
What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to this ministry, given your experience as the MEC?
Yeah. To some extent, I think that that is a question that the public and the President will have to answer. I do not want to. I'm not going to want to share my CV. Okay, I'm uncomfortable with that. But look, I do think that my experience in Gauteng was very valuable, because I had the opportunity and privilege for a period of time to work very closely with the police service. It was a very important and meaningful experience for me. I learned a lot about the challenges of safety and security in a province like Gauteng at the time. Of course, all the provincial MECs work closely with the national minister. That's the way our system is set up. So I also had the opportunity to engage with the national commissioner, to be part of national decision making and so forth at the time. I am by nature interested in what I would call reflective decision making. You need to carefully consider the facts, learn about the issues. In every portfolio that I've had, I've read widely. I've tried to inform myself without turning yourself into an expert. You've got to have knowledge. You've got to have subject matter knowledge. It helps in the leadership role that you are required to carry out as a minister. So I will bring those attributes to this task as well. I'm committed to the constitutional project, and that knowledge of the constitutional arrangements is also important, because it should orientate my own conduct. It should orientate also the conduct of the police in carrying out their responsibilities. I will work hard. I'm not distracted by the noise, and I don't have any. I will tackle the task. I'm not. I'm not driven by ambition or political ambition. I've been given a task. I'm going to tackle that task without fear or favor, subject, of course, to the President's guidance and direction, and as a member of the Cabinet.
Prof, once again,
Yeah.
Treaty Jones from ENCA. You said that you were not appointed as acting minister, but rather as minister. Just for the sake of clarity for South Africans who may be confused watching, what do you mean by that? Just secondly as well, you said that shoot to kill doesn't work. So what happens in an instance where cops are shot at? What kind of strategies will you be applying that the cops are protected and lives preserved as well?
Yeah, so the affirmation that I took was as minister, and as I indicated, all ministers serve at the pleasure of the President. No different position. And if I serve for 1 day, 1 month, 6 months, that's in the President's discretion. The shoot to kill. I am not going to second guess police officers when they are in the field, when they have to deal with violent criminals. It's for them to take whatever steps are necessary to subdue the criminal and to protect themselves, subject to the law. We're not a banana republic. We have a history in this country of the abuse of policing power. We all know about that. And after our constitutional transition, we've had incidents which we as a country should think about. Andres Kitane is no longer with us. Marikana happened on our watch. So the message from the minister cannot be that lawlessness, what is required to fight crime is unbridled, unlawful violence. The police have more than sufficient authority and power to fight crime. They will get in that responsibility all the support they need from me. I also think that fighting crime requires a strong and efficient, well-run organization, capable detectives, and so forth. So effective policing is a function of a strong, effective, and accountable organization. And I'm going to be paying attention to questions like that in order to get better outcomes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, police.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
And will obey, respect, and uphold the Constitution and all other law of the Republic. And I undertake to hold my office as Minister with honor and dignity, and to be a true and faithful counsellor, not to divulge directly or indirectly any secret matter entrusted to me, and to perform the functions of my office conscientiously and to the best of my ability. I so affirm.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Justice.
Thank you very much. Prof. JP, please approach for an official photograph. Just as you're standing there. If you come towards my side a little bit. A bit, no. President, move to the left a bit. No, come.
You have to be on my left.
No.
Oh.
The whole group must move a little bit because you're in the finisher.
So what do you do? Smile? Stay serious.
Sit down.
Actually, yes.